Welcome to Solent Sports News. It's 4 o'clock and I'm Reece Locke. Eddie Howe has been appointed Newcastle manager. With Newcastle second bottom in the league and being the only team without a win, Eddie Howe has been brought in after a lot of speculation. I have Matty Renton with me, a YouTuber that runs a Newcastle channel, to get his reaction to this appointment.
I think it's a brilliant appointment. I think it's a shrewd appointment from the board to get a manager in that's been in relegation battles before. Unfortunately ending in relegation just by 1 point last time round, but he was always over-exceeding at Bournemouth. He had kept them up for 4 out of 5 years in the Premier League, bringing them up from League 2, an outstanding achievement. And he plays exciting football. He's a young, exciting manager. He plays attacking football, likes to be on the front foot. And I'm looking forward to seeing how Newcastle can build up now, because we've got to remember we are in the mud, we are in a relegation battle, so we've got to build up from here, and I think he's the man to take forward for now.
And do you think you'll have to make some important signings in January, or do you think the squad you have right now is enough?
I think we're lucky that we've been taken over, because this squad isn't really good enough. We're 5 points adrift to safety, and I think it's going to be a huge January transfer window. First of all, we've got to make sure we're not cut adrift by that point, but I expect we'll make 4 or 5 big signs in January to make sure we stay in the league.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Saints' own Ralph Hasenhüttl has been linked to the Aston Villa job. Saints' victory over Villa proved to be the last straw for Villa's owners, who sacked Dean Smith as a result of 5 consecutive losses. Don't get worried just yet, Saints fans, as Steven Gerrard and Roberto Martinez are also in contention for the job. Ex-Villa player Stephen Warnock states that despite the potential for back-to-back titles for Rangers, Gerrard would be interested.
I think he wants to go back-to-back titles in Scotland, and he's been given a huge opportunity by Rangers, and he'll almost want to build something at Rangers. But then on the flip side of things, does he get this opportunity down the line? How often does an Aston Villa come up?
Saints women got a vital win against promotion contenders Ipswich Town in the National League Cup. Lucia Kennell's strike secured the win in the 80th minute, coming out as 1-0 victors. This could give them a major boost ahead of their top-of-the-table clash on November the 21st. England cricket have been dealt a massive blow after the news that Jason Roy will be missing the rest of T20 World Cup due to a torn calf. Hampshire batsman James Vince has been called up, who has been around the team for a little while. But Nasser Hussain feels that he should not be thrown straight into action, and the team should look for a less disruptive batting order.
I think Bairstow going to the top, and then Billings, I think, is the next cab off the rank. And also it just limits the sort of disruption. And James Vince has been around, but I would go for the thing that limits the disruption as much as possible.
The Solent Athletics Club have a long history of producing talent, but this year things haven't quite gone to plan. Holden Daly reports.
Not in front of the ankles. Keep your toes down if you can.
I didn't realise it was dressed.
Your heels up nice and high.
As firework bangs occurred last week in celebration of Guy Fawkes Day, Team Solent's Athletic Club was training hard throughout the night in order to be ready for the starting gun bangs of their first athletic competition. Though the club's biggest challenge isn't getting physically ready for the upcoming season, but growing the team's numbers since COVID-19 first began, as there are only 10 athletes on the team. However, the club has still maintained to gain a few new recruits. Andrew Knight, a shot putter, has represented a GB in youth international fixtures, tells why he joined Team Solent.
Being an athlete for 7 to 8 years, I thought it would be one of the most sensible things for me to do to help progress my athletics career. And the fact that I know people that are on the team, really good, really kind, really motivated people, and I thought not only would it help me, but I could try and help them in progressing their athletic careers as well as my own.
Nathan Blackie, a Paralympian hopeful for the 2024 Paris Games, explains just why athletics training can benefit any current athlete.
I feel like athletics is like the basis of every other sport. So all the skills you get from athletics transfer to other sports. So even if we could get people who do other sports doing athletics, it would be great.
Lexi Dammit, a Luxembourgish U23 international decathlon athlete, describes how COVID created struggles for the team's roster. However, he has high hopes for the upcoming season.
We have a lot of good athletes, but last year was kind of a dead season for us all because COVID hit in. So in this season we really try, like I said before, to carry that momentum with the whole team. So we really want to build a whole team so that everyone can pull on the same rope and we can get very good results at Bucks.
Jack Higgins, a co-captain and sprinter for Team Solent, explains why it's the right decision to join the program this upcoming season.
I think Solent Uni Athletics is a very good team in the sense that we're all motivated athletes, but it's such a chilled atmosphere at the same time. Like, you can come down and do whatever you want.
Solent Athletics have a great challenge ahead of them through training and recruiting, but one thing is for sure. They are determined not only to perform their best athletically, but to grow the passion of athletics to others by having them join Team Solent. Solent Sports News, Holden Daily.
The Solent Kestrels were dealt their first loss of the season in the basketball on Saturday by Thames Valley Cavaliers, who won 83-78. This will come as a huge shock to the team, who have not lost at home in 3 whole years. They did bounce back and get a big win on Sunday, though, beating Loughborough Riders by 39 points. Verstappen victorious in Mexico. Gabe Broadhurst reports.
The 18th race, in which has been an epic 2021 Formula 1 season, saw the sport travel to Guadalajara, Mexico, a track that has previously seen Red Bull attain victories. Verstappen, in his bid to become a first-time F1 champion, stormed streets ahead of the rest to increase his championship lead to 19 points. Alex Van Gien, F1 enthusiast, believes that the race wasn't as exciting as expected and believes that Red Bull are simply far too strong for the Silver Arrows.
It was one of those races where, the race didn't spark and it wasn't the most exciting race of the season, but we actually did see a whole bunch of really great drives from people, but they all just kind of happened on their own and didn't get involved with anybody else. There were some really good performances about it. Red Bull have been bringing upgrades every single race. Merc haven't. Red Bull have got faster and faster and faster. Merc are just hanging on.
Former champion Nico Rosberg believes that although Max may have the advantage as far as the championship is concerned, he may well feel some pressure.
It's probably more Max Verstappen who has more pressure because it's the first time that he's in this situation, and it's an extreme situation to be in when you're suddenly the favorite to win the championship. You got to deal with that, and there's so much at stake. Probably more on his side, the pressure, but for now he's dealing with it unbelievably well.
Formula 1 fans David Davis and Matthew Friend believe that Bottas underperformed for the Mercedes team and gave praise to Perez, making Mexican motorsport history.
He would have been fine staying in that position with Max alongside him if he'd then braked deep into turn 1 or even kind of squeezed him further to the left as he braked for turn 1.
I feel for him and his failures. Obviously a bit of a punt by first lap wasn't great either, but I feel for him. I don't think he's doing it on purpose, but I do think he's absolutely done with that team. But to deal with the pressure of a home race and expectations, now he's in a good car. I think it's very, very stable.
All eyes now look forward to Interlagos for the Brazilian Grand Prix.
That's all from us. This has been Solent Sports News, and I've been the host, Reece Locke. Goodbye.